The psychology of love, why we fall for certain people. Love is one of the most complex and deeply studied aspects of human psychology. While many believe love is purely emotional, science suggests that attraction follows specific psychological and biological patterns. Our temperament, past experiences, and subconscious preferences all shape who we find attractive and why we connect with certain people over others. This article explores why we fall for certain people, the role of temperament in attraction, common misconceptions that lead to poor relationship choices, and practical steps to make better decisions in love and marriage. The science behind attraction. Attraction is influenced by a mix of psychological, biological, and social factors. Psychological factors, past experiences, attachment styles, and personality traits shape our preferences. Biological factors, hormones such as oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin contribute to feelings of love and bonding. Social factors, cultural expectations, upbringing, and peer influence play a significant role in who we find desirable. But one of the most defining factors in love and relationships is temperament. The role of temperament in attraction. Temperament is an individual's natural disposition and emotional response pattern. It affects how we express love, handle conflicts, and bond with others. Understanding how different temperaments attract each other can help us make informed relationship choices. The 4 classic temperaments and their love dynamics. 1. The sanguine, the social butterfly. Personality traits: outgoing, energetic, talkative, fun-loving, and emotionally expressive. Mostly attracted to people who offer stability, structure, and depth, often melancholics or phlegmatics, but may struggle with deep emotional connections and commitment issues. That is why a sanguine needs to develop emotional depth and ensure their partner isn't just a thrill, but someone with real compatibility. 2. The choleric, the driven leader. Personality traits: assertive, ambitious, dominant, goal-oriented, and logical. Mostly attracted to supportive and patient partners, often phlegmatics, who can balance their strong-willed nature, but can be controlling, impatient, and struggle with emotional vulnerability. That is why a choleric must learn to compromise, practice empathy, and ensure they aren't seeking a submissive partner, but an equal. 3. The melancholic, the deep thinker. Personality traits: thoughtful, sensitive, analytical, reserved, and perfectionistic. Mostly attracted to outgoing and optimistic partners, often sanguines, who bring energy and joy to their structured world. That is why they can be overly critical, pessimistic, and struggle with emotional openness. A melancholic must avoid idealizing relationships, communicate openly, and ensure their standards aren't unrealistic. 4. The phlegmatic, the peacekeeper. Personality traits: calm, loyal, patient, and diplomatic. They are usually attracted to strong-willed or dynamic personalities, often cholerics, who bring excitement into their stable world, but can be indecisive, passive, and struggle with asserting their needs. A phlegmatic must learn to set boundaries and ensure they aren't merely adapting to a partner, but forming a balanced relationship. What are the wrong assumptions that ruin relationship choices? Many people enter relationships with misguided beliefs that lead to unhealthy dynamics. Here are some common misconceptions. 1. Opposites attract always leads to compatibility. While opposites can balance each other, extreme differences in core values and emotional needs can create deep conflicts. Look for someone whose strengths complement yours, but who also shares your core values. 2. If it's true love, it should be effortless. Many believe that the right relationship should feel natural without effort. Every relationship requires intentional effort, communication, and compromise. 3. Love alone is enough. Falling in love doesn't mean the person is right for you. Beyond love, check for compatibility in life goals, communication styles, and emotional maturity. 4. Time will change a person. Many enter relationships hoping they can fix or change a partner's bad habits. Never enter a relationship expecting fundamental personality traits to change. 4. Realistic precautions for making the best choice in marriage. Choosing the right partner for marriage is one of the most important decisions in life. While love and attraction are essential, they are not enough to sustain a long-term commitment. A successful marriage requires self-awareness, emotional intelligence, compatibility, and patience. Let's take a deeper dive into the key precautions you should take before making a lifelong commitment. Why W checkmark 1? Understand yourself first. Before choosing the right partner, you must first understand yourself. Many people enter relationships looking for someone to complete them, but a healthy marriage is built on two whole individuals coming together, not two incomplete people trying to fill each other's voids. How to apply this? First, identify your temperament and emotional needs. Are you more introverted or extroverted? Do you need deep conversations or lighthearted fun? Understanding your natural disposition helps in choosing someone compatible. Second, recognize past patterns. Have you repeatedly fallen for the wrong type? Are you drawn to emotionally unavailable partners? Reflecting on past relationships can reveal patterns to avoid. Third, work on self-love and emotional stability. If you struggle with self-worth, you might settle for the wrong person or stay in toxic relationships. Learn to be happy alone before seeking a partner. Questions to ask yourself. Heavy check mark, what are my core values? And how do I want my partner to align with them? Heavy check mark, what emotional needs do I have in a relationship? Heavy check mark, am I choosing a partner out of loneliness or genuine connection? 2. Prioritize emotional maturity over physical attraction. Attraction is important in a relationship, but it shouldn't be the primary deciding factor. Many people make the mistake of prioritizing chemistry while ignoring emotional maturity, which is the real foundation of a lasting marriage. What is emotional maturity? The ability to communicate openly and effectively. Handling conflicts without unnecessary drama, avoidance, or emotional outbursts. Being self-aware and willing to grow as a person. Respecting boundaries and understanding the importance of compromise. How to apply this? Observe how your partner handles stress, conflict, and disappointment. Do they lash out? Do they shut down? The way they respond in tough times reflects their emotional intelligence. Evaluate their past relationships. Do they blame all their exes, or do they acknowledge their own mistakes? A person who never takes responsibility may not be mature enough for marriage. Have deep conversations. Talk about values, fears, dreams, and expectations. Emotional maturity is seen in the way someone approaches difficult topics. Questions to ask yourself. Heavy check mark, can my partner handle disagreements with maturity? Heavy check mark, do they take accountability for their mistakes, or do they always blame others? Heavy check mark, how do they react under pressure or when things don't go their way? Three, look beyond chemistry. Check for compatibility. Lust and chemistry can be intense in the beginning, but they are not enough to sustain a marriage. True compatibility is about having aligned life goals, values, and communication styles. How to apply this? Ensure shared values. A strong marriage isn't just about love. It's about mutual respect and common values. For example, if one partner values family time and the other prioritizes career above everything, conflicts may arise. Evaluate long-term goals. Do you both want children? How do you handle finances? What are your career ambitions? Compatibility in these areas prevents future conflicts. Communication styles matter. Some people prefer open discussions, while others avoid confrontation. If your communication styles clash, misunderstandings will happen often. Questions to ask yourself. Heavy check mark, do we share the same values on important issues, e.g., family, finances, religion, lifestyle? Heavy check mark, can we have meaningful conversations without feeling judged or misunderstood? Heavy check mark, are we both willing to work on our differences rather than trying to change each other? underscore underscore. White heavy check mark 4. Test the relationship in different situations. People can be on their best behavior during the early stages of dating, but their true character comes out when they face stress, disappointment, or conflict. How to apply this? Observe them in different environments. How do they treat waiters, friends, or strangers? How they behave when they think no one is watching says a lot about their character. Watch how they react to challenges. If they become manipulative, controlling, or avoid responsibility, this is a red flag. See how they handle disagreements. Do they dismiss your feelings, gaslight you, or refuse to compromise? A healthy partner should be open to respectful discussions. Take a trip together. Traveling can reveal how well you work as a team. You'll see how they handle stress, decision-making, and unexpected problems. Questions to ask yourself. Heavy check mark, have I seen this person under stress, and how do they react? Heavy check mark, do they take accountability for their actions, or do they blame others? Heavy check mark, are they consistent in their character, or do they act differently in public versus private? 5. Take your time. Avoid rushing into marriage. Love is not an emergency. Many people rush into marriage due to societal pressure, fear of being alone, or the excitement of a new relationship. But a lasting marriage requires time, observation, and careful decision-making. How to apply this? Don't let emotions override logic. Feelings can be strong at the beginning, but real love is proven over time. Give yourself time to see patterns. A person can pretend for a few months, but their true nature will eventually come out. Get input from trusted friends and family. Sometimes an outside perspective can help you see red flags you might have ignored. See how they handle difficult conversations. Talk about finances, in-laws, future goals, and personal beliefs before making a lifelong commitment. Questions to ask yourself. Heavy check mark, am I choosing this person because of genuine compatibility or external pressure? Heavy check mark, have I taken enough time to observe their behavior and character? Heavy check mark, if I had to deal with their worst habit for life, would I still be happy? Underscore. Final thoughts. Love with wisdom. Choosing the right partner is not about finding perfection, but about choosing someone whose values, temperament, and emotional maturity align with yours. Key takeaways. Heavy check mark, know yourself before choosing a partner. Heavy check mark, prioritize emotional maturity over chemistry. Heavy check mark, look beyond physical attraction and check for long-term compatibility. Heavy check mark, observe your partner in different situations to see their true nature. Heavy check mark, take your time. Marriage is a lifetime commitment, not a race. Marriage should not only feel right, it should also be right. Choose wisely, love intentionally, and build a relationship that lasts. Conclusion: love with wisdom. Falling in love is natural, but choosing the right partner is intentional. Understanding your temperament, avoiding harmful assumptions, and following realistic precautions can help you build a fulfilling and lasting marriage. Love should not only feel right, but also be right. Choose wisely.